Hi everyone. Let's see if I can, for a change, have a nice, calm, tiny seat video recording. Hopefully my internet's better today. I went and I bought a new router because my other one actually stopped working. So hopefully the problem is sorted, and in the meantime, let's hope it's not African internet because I have very little control over African internet. Okay, let's talk about defense mechanisms today. It's a cat. They've just lied down. I don't know if you can hear it. Walking over the plastic, covering half of my office because of all the dust. So, yeah, and I just sent an email out, and in the email is the latest photo of my renovation project, the outdoor office that is just not getting finished. But it's much nearer to being finished now, holding thumbs. Okay, so we are talking today about a defense mechanism which is unfortunately fairly common. And that is about people leaving either emotionally or actually leaving. So I want you to think about it. I mean, think about it for yourself. Are you somebody who will stick it out no matter what? Are you the one who keeps the relationship going? Are you the one who keeps on pulling somebody back in? Are you the one who chases after friendships? Or are you the one who very easily, when it becomes uncomfortable for you, can leave? And that can take many ways. Leaving can happen in many ways. It can just be like silent treatment, and I'm removing myself emotionally from you. I may sit in the room and may just be completely absent. It's not even like somebody sits and think about baseball when you talk to them. It's like it's literally a curtain going down. That person is not available because that person have gone to the habit of protecting themselves from something they feel unable to handle. That's what it's all about. It's not about not wanting to be with you. This is about something that person feels unable to handle. This habit is one that normally will start in teenage years. This will be the one when you actually decide that it's too much, it's been going on for too long, or it's too hard, or you cannot win anyways, or you have no way of resolving this. So you are just going to hope and pray for the day when you can leave the house, or you are just going to physically actually remove yourself from your family, keep the door closed, never go near them, stop interacting with them. You look like a difficult teenager, but actually you are feeling so unheard and so powerless that you have decided it's easier to just shut myself off from the people that are hurting me and lose myself in something that makes me feel in some sort of way that I have something to hold on to, something I have control over, something that keeps me going. For me, it was books. For some people, it's drugs. For some people, it's a life of promiscuity. For some people, it is music. For some people, it's sport. For some people, it's their academic endeavors. So we all have something. When we are in that hopeless situation, we all have something. But when we talk about somebody who emotionally detaches, that is going another step. And so we are going to be usually in two camps. We're going to be a person can't stand it if somebody detached from you. And like I gave up on my parents when I was 12, but I still can't stand it when people detach from me. I couldn't. It's your business now, but I couldn't. And then we have somebody like my husband who's so easily detaches. And it's been excruciating for me in all the years before I figured out what was going on. What What was this? Where was he? He's not even in the room, but he's here. Who am I talking to? Who's there? Because there's no reaction. And that is, and because he has ADHD, that is part and parcel of it. But not everybody has to have ADD in order to detach. You also detach from shock and from long-term post-traumatic stress disorder, or you have just learned. It's just too hard, I'll shut myself off. Now, there's a variety of things that will make you shut off. That one is the deep work. That is the reasons why, what is it that happened? What makes me feel that if this happens, I am so much in danger of losing myself that I can't let this person into my personal space. What is it that makes me feel at this moment that if I express these feelings, it's going to be too painful if I lose them. So I'm not even going to entertain the thought. What is the fear that runs through me when somebody is so involved with me and so loving and so kind and so all over me? Where am I already seeing I'm going to lose this person, and therefore I mustn't care so deeply, I mustn't be so involved, I must pull back from this person, I must rather go after unavailable people or unsuitable people. Now, these are 3 examples of reasons why people pull back. We can in adulthood perpetuate that, and it can be because we don't have a language of our feelings, or we are fearing our feelings. We can feel so judged and so out of control, out of power, that it's easier to pull back and shut down. So there are very many reasons. This is not a simple problem. This is not an easy problem to solve, because if the person who runs away is more comfortable running, that's what we've got to figure out from the beginning. And the person who wants to fix it cannot fix a relationship by themselves if the runner don't say, I'm about to lose so much that I am, for the first time ever, willing to become deeply, deeply involved in my own process, in my own belief system, in my own healing, and I am willing to go through some period of extended help. This is because it's so easy to run and go to the next one, and go and find the next fix somewhere else where it's easier, where the pressure is not so high, until the pressure becomes high again, until whichever of the triggers are the highest, until that trigger kicks in again, and it will, then it will work with the next one. But the running away is easier than the staying. Whether you run away inside a relationship and you're just not available, or whether you run away, you actually run away and have an affair, or leave and go to the next person, or pretend to yourself, big denial that work is so important, you have to work, or that the sport is so important, you have to do the sport, and it's more important than your house and your family. So these are all ways in which we don't engage. And it is scary, and it is tragical, and it's hard, because usually this person is with somebody else who is an over-trier, who is the person who will work very hard to try and fix it. And in many cases, that very trying to fix it is going to be the thing that makes the runner pull back more. Who are you? And where are you in the spectrum? And where's the people in your life in the spectrum? My second question to you is, if you have a difficult person in your house, teenager living in your house, and a teenager is pulling back, they're not just difficult, they don't feel hurt. No matter how hard you try, no matter if you are the best parent in the world, It's really hard to be the best parent in the world, especially of teenagers. But I will promise you this, as somebody who works with teenagers with adults all the time who once were teenagers, all of us were. We know our own hurts from that time. So today I'm asking you to spare a special thought for the teenagers that you know. They are pulling back, if they are deliberately shutting you out. There's something you're not hearing. And they are desperate to be heard. Desperate. Because sometimes your very best is not what they need. Sometimes they just need something different. And mostly what they need is to be seen and to be heard for themselves. And that thing, to be seen and to be heard for themselves, is a universal need. All of us want it, all of us need it. And it's a really good thing if we remember that. So I'm going to check if there's any comments. I don't think there's any comments. I don't know if anybody's watching. I've been a little bit late with sending my email today. It is the usual time. So if anybody's watching, say hi. And remember to give me some hearts. And if you come in afterwards, then I'm also going to ask you to give us a heart and ask your questions, comment. I will come back. I will answer you. And share. Because we all know for sure. We know people who are runners, and we know how hard it is if people are runners. And maybe you are the runner. And if you're the runner, maybe you're ready to stop running and to stop working. And that I really hope you are. So while I'm waiting here, wait, there's a comment. Hi, Jane. So nice to see you. Do you know any runners? Okay, so I am going to just quickly tell you that next Saturday, there's another edition of the Men Summit coming out. I've got 4 amazing interviews, I know, because I spent 2 days now editing everything. Because my internet's been so terrible, I had to do a lot of subtitles. So I worked really hard to make it so that people could hear it. And then also in this week, our book, Trauma to Triumph, is going to come out as a paperback. So I know people's been waiting for it, so it's very exciting. And we are working on the next book, which is Talk, Trust and Feel. And Talk, Trust and Feel should be uploaded in the next month. So the next book in the series is going to come out soon. Okay, and and also the workbook for Hamster with Relationships is going to be available on Amazon as a print book fairly soon. So I think there's some people who's going to like that too. Okay, so if there's any comments, any questions, anybody who wants to know about runners, and I'm not talking from the kind who wears Nikes, because that could be it too. I am talking about the people who run emotionally. So if any of us are recognizing themselves or the people around them, and you want to talk to me, please send me a private message. I would love to hear from you. And if not, then just no, you must know somebody. Please share, and somebody needs this. Continue giving us some hearts and likes and follows. And I hope to see you on Tuesday when me and Antoinette are continuing our conversation that was so broken up. And thank you for the heart. Love that, appreciate that. And so on Tuesday we are continuing our conversation that we tried to have last week. And hope to see you there. Right, so lots of love to everyone. Thank you for watching. Everybody also the ones on the replay. And see you soon.